Welcome to this week's Wednesdays in Prayer. We are thankful again for the opportunity as brothers and sisters to spend time in meditation and prayer. Our lesson today comes from Isaiah 41 verses 8 through to 13. But you, Israel, my servant Jacob, whom I have chosen, you descendants of Abraham my friend, I took you from the ends of the earth. From its furthest corners I called you. I said, you are my servant. I have chosen you and have not rejected you. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. All who rage against you will surely be ashamed and disgraced. Those who oppose you will be as nothing and perish. Though you search for your enemies, you will not find them. Those who wage war against you will be as nothing at all. For I am the Lord your God, who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear. I will help you. The word of the Lord. I can hear some persons saying, we have finally reached the end of a very trying and difficult year. Some persons are just counting down the remaining 3 days in 2021, hoping that the new year will bring about a change in their circumstances. Many are still wondering how they got through the year, considering all that took place in their lives and around them. While some may be clueless, for others, it's not difficult to find an answer. Why? Because they are aware of the righteous right hand of God in their lives. Of course, the right hand of God is not a literal physical hand, but a figurative expression of the authority and power of God. The usage is common in Scripture and is a picture of the pinnacle of the strength and ability of God. In the text before us, Israel was being reminded that in all the chaos that was taking place around them, there was no need to live their lives in despair because of the presence of God's right hand. Look at verse 10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. He went on to reassure them that even those who oppose them, the ones who appeared to be more powerful than they, would be put to shame and disgrace. In God's word, those who oppose you will be as nothing and perish. Those who wage wars against you will be as nothing at all. With such reassurance then, the people were told there is no need to live their lives in fear because God would help them. I think I can hear some person saying right now, so that's what happened to me in 2021. Yes, there were those moments when, to tell you the truth, I really thought I was at the end of the road. But now I understand it was the right hand of God that kept me through it all. Yes, my friends, believe it or not, God was in your life during those trying periods over the last 12 months. And you must confess, it wasn't the resources and assistance from others that help you out, but it was God's right hand. There were moments when everyone around you with all the best interest on their part just could not come through for you. They too were overwhelmed by what was taking place and felt powerless as you contemplate your next move. But God, He was right there at the right moment with the right response. Looking back then should not only evoke gratitude and thankfulness, but confidence for the year ahead. While others are still in a panic mode or a wait-and-see attitude, you can approach 2022 with the assurance of God's righteous right hand leading you as He has done in the past. Move forward then without doubt or anxiety about tomorrow, because the God who guides and leads is powerful and mighty in His dealings. His strength will equip you for the journey ahead. Hear Him saying clearly to you, I am the Lord your God, who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear, I will help you. Let this be your statement of faith for 2022. Amen. Our prayer focus today is thanking God for His goodness, provision, protection, and guidance during 2021. Let us pray. Eternal, loving Creator God, we are indeed thankful and grateful for your presence in our lives during the past few months. We started the year with fear and uncertainty as we struggled to live with a pandemic never seen before during our lifetime. While we had the counsel of medical personnel and those from other scientific disciplines, we knew that they had limitations, and therefore it was your right hand that ultimately made a difference in our lives that has taken us thus far. We thank you for the hard work and dedication that were on display by medical personnel and other first responders during the past year. Father, it was not easy for them as they were called upon to go beyond the call of duty to respond and attend to those under their care. We are saddened that in the midst of their services, we have lost some of these dedicated workers to the virus. We can only imagine the pain this generated for colleagues and family. We continue, however, to pray for the strength of these persons, that they will not lose hope and trust in you. This year, dear God, was one where many were affected financially and socially, as some lost employment or saw the closure of their businesses. This placed great strain on many families, especially those who had little resources to take care of themselves. Nonetheless, Lord, you provided for these persons in ways they could not have imagined. Many who thought there was no way out were provided for through the kindness, ministry, and help of those you placed in their lives. Thank you that even though many had to make adjustments out of their comfort zones, their needs were met and they were cared for. Father, we remember the strain that was brought on families as they tried to make adjustments to online schooling, working from home, online banking, and the many other challenges that the elderly face. But while many struggled, you came through for them during such intimidating moments. It was during this time too, Lord, we saw the ministries of the church being put to the test, but you have allowed us to remain faithful as you guided us in finding new and creative ways to minister to your people. We are thankful today that your people were not neglected, but churches have been able to minister not just to their own, but to the wider society through their offerings. We are thankful for the faithfulness of those who offer their time and talent to such ministries. Loving God, 2021 would have seen the sufferings of many. We remember those who were affected by natural disasters, those who became refugees, fleeing their homes to seek sanity and asylum elsewhere. We cannot forget those who were victims of human trafficking and the many who are still held against their will. Father, there is still racial and political unrest in parts of the world, which have seen many living less than you intended. While we give thanks for life, provision, and protection during the year, we still continue to pray for an intervention in the lives of these persons. We are asking thee, Lord, that those who continue to destabilize the lives of others and who are responsible for the war, chaos, crime, and violence in our land will see the need to desist so that we can live together in a world where there is peace, joy, and love for everyone. Lord, we do not know what is ahead for the coming year, but we believe by faith and are confident that having kept us in the past, you will do so in the future. We place our dreams and aspirations into your hands as we trust you to lead us. Hear our prayers. In your name we pray. Amen. Thank you once again, brothers and sisters, for your prayers, for your support. As we have been meeting during the past few months, we continue to trust God for His blessings on our lives. My name is Oral Campbell. God bless you. Until next time.